Hi there. This is the first of a series of videos in which I talk about proceduralism. And the program we're going to use to explore this stuff is called Cavalry. So Cavalry is a new program made by Mainframe, who are a motion design studio in the UK, who also makes the MASH tool set in Maya, which is like a node-based procedural tool set. We're using Cavalry because I think there are many different procedural tool sets, but well, one, it's free. There's a watermark, but it doesn't really get in your way too much. It's, I don't know, very flexible, very user-friendly, and it's limited at the moment to 2D. And I think just to get our heads around some of these ideas, that constraint is a positive. Another really nice thing about Cavalry is that it is vector-based, which means we can export our frames as SVGs, which are vector files, non-destructive, and easy to manipulate after the fact, easy to change colors or move things around, which makes it a really great learning tool. Okay, so let's see here. The first thing, download Cavalry. I'm using the free version. All right, so let's start with something very basic. For my composition, I'm going to work with a 1080 square. My frame rate, I will make 24. Maybe I'll make my background just a nice gray, and that will be good. All right, so the most basic thing I think we could do is just have a line, which is 2 points, all right? And to create an object with its default settings, you just right-click on the tool. So there's our line. And, the real power of this program and this technique comes in moments like this. So here's our line. With my line selected, I'm going to alt-click on this button, which is the duplicator. All right, and now I have a grid of 3 by 3 lines. Well, let's make this a line to make it even simpler. And then let's see here. All the lines are right on top of each other, so let's just rotate this 90 degrees. All right. So when we select items in our timeline, they come up in the attribute editor, which is similar to how the interface would work in Cinema or Maya. So let's look at this thing here. There is a connection to the input shape, right? The line is going into the input shape of the duplicator, and then all the other parameters are being controlled over here. If I want to move my 3 lines, I would do it over here. Let's see, if we want to make it a little bigger, we can do that. If we want to have some more, we can do that. So the power of this tool set comes into plugging attributes from one set of numbers into another, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is just play with the Y or the X, hold on. Yeah, the X scale of my lines. It's on X because we rotated it 90 degrees. So here we go. Gotta right click on this, add behavior, noise, X. All right, and now we see the lines are all at different lengths. And let's make this a little bit easier to see. All right. Now, we can control the numbers coming into this. So we probably, let's do something like 0 to 5 so that we can see it all on our canvas. All right, pretty neat. Let's make this a little wider. Okay. So, as I said, the power of this is plugging one set of numbers in one set of attributes into another set of attributes. So basically, we have a line being repeated and then a noise getting plugged into the shape, which lets us animate however many lines we want very, very quickly. It also can lead to some interesting formal things. So if I take this noise here, plug it into stroke color, and right now it's changing the color, but it's too subtle, so let's do this. So let's say maximum 255. There we go. All right. So now what's happening is the lines are giant, but the noise is taking the scale of the line from 0 to 255, and the color of the stroke, it's producing a random number in R, G, and B from 0 to 255. So that already is kind of neat. We probably want to see the bounds of our line, so we could go back into our stroke, and instead of it being, let's see how 4 pixels wide, let's make it 1. Oh wait, that's the width of the, like that. The shape, how big is the shape? 200 pixels, so let's just make it 1 and see what that looks like. So now it should be 1 to 255 pixels, and maybe we'll just try different numbers. There. So pretty neat. You know, to animate all these would be kind of a nightmare. And in playing this way, you kind of can get some unexpected results and can explore different kinds of formal possibilities with very, very simple setups. I just have a line, a noise, and a duplicator. I mean, it couldn't be more simple. All right, so let's keep going in the next video.